In real estate, generating leads is a lifeline to your business. And so today we're going to go over 8 different lists that you should start marketing to right away. It doesn't matter if you're doing direct mail, ringless voicemails, or even text messaging. The data that you're using is essential to your success. So let's get started. The first list we're going to talk about today is tax defaults. And these are literally people that are behind on taxes, and they usually owe an amount where their home could go into foreclosure and go to a tax sale. So for us, we like to focus on people that are 2 years or more behind on taxes, and they owe at least a balance of $1,000 or more. This gives us a little bit motivation, and they might be more eager to sell. The second list we like to target is equity, meaning that their home is worth more than what they actually owe. So if their home is worth $100,000 and they owe $60,000, then they have about $40,000 in equity. For us, we like to focus on non-owner occupied with equity, meaning that they don't live at the home, but they do have equity in it. So this may be a little bit more motivation for them to cash out on the asset. The third list we like to target is empty nesters. Empty nesters is just a term for people that are a little bit older, and usually their kids have went off to college or started a family and moved out. And realistically, they just have a lot more home than they actually need. It's a good motivation to target for us because they're either wanting to downsize or start retirement and travel the world. It really doesn't matter, but it's a good source to market to. Number 4, code violations. These are people who have properties and they've been flagged by the city for violations, whether that's overgrown grass, broken windows, or a car on the front lawn. What this really tells us though is that the homeowner doesn't take care of the property, whether they live there or they don't. So for us, just like equity, we like to throw on that filter of non-owner occupied, because if they're getting violations and they don't live there, it's just even more motivation. So keep that in mind. Number 5, evictions. And this is literally people that have just gotten kicked out of their property. And so for us, we target the landlord because they've already felt the headache of going to court, paying lawyer fees, court fines, and probably moving fees to get these people's stuff out of your property. So by coming in, you can help them with their headache and they can offload the property, and we can create those win-win solutions. Number 6, it's a secret. Well, a lot of people act like it is. It's just a water shut-off list. This is people that have a property and they've had the water shut off. For us, we like to do the last 6 months or more because it's pretty recent, meaning that they just moved or they evicted somebody from the property or they just finally got tired of paying the bill. Either way, it's a great time to reach out and see if they might be interested in selling for cash. The 7th list can be a little tricky. That's the divorce list. Everybody knows somebody that's been through divorce and it probably didn't end well. So it's not going to be any different when you reach out to these people. But if you can find common ground, this can be a lucrative list to target. Number 8 has to be my all-time favorite list because it's how I got my first deal, and that's probate. Probate is just a term for the court process of delegating someone's assets after they pass away, whether that's their kids or their brother and sister or even a family friend. It's a good motivation to target because the person was usually close to the deceased and they have a lot of memories in the home, not to mention it's usually outdated. So if you can step in and get the deal cleared up and closed efficiently, you can put together a really amazing deal. So that's it, guys. That's the 8 lists that we're currently targeting that are working in our business. And I would have to say probate is probably half of them. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and tell a friend, and follow me over on Instagram @flippingahouse. I'm dropping weekly videos and doing daily content. Peace.